Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Amazoni
JV Xperience.
JV Xperience, of course. Yeah. It's raining now. Hallelujah.
But it's still a sunny day.
Yeah, it's still a sunny day as always. It's a question of mindset.
Yeah.
And of course, the dog also said sun. So yeah, welcome back. Episode 9.
9.
Shit, soon 10. It's closer than we think. As always, before we continue, if you are new here, just subscribe, like, comment. At the end, please let us know your comments and your impressions about our conversations. And yeah, bro. So how you feeling? Last time you told me you had the surgery for the doggy, and you was a little bit worried about it.
Yeah,
Now how you feel?
I mean, it's okay. He's been a pain in the ass, man. Yeah, gotta take care of him more than usual. But yeah, we continue to live. We continue to do our stuff.
He has his beautiful, how you call it? I don't know how you call it in English.
Neither.
It's a fancy design, to protect him.
A cone.
Yeah,
He has a cone.
Exactly. And he looks like I mentioned to you, he looks like, when the grandma comes to tickle the little kid and you don't want to be tickled.
Saint Sony.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But it's actually, I don't know, very dark day.
Yeah.
Moody day, gray day.
Which brings me to a subject that I wanted to speak about.
Yes, tell me.
Suicide.
Boom. Okay.
Yeah, we have the mood. I mean, it's dark. It's the clouds here and whatever.
Okay. Why did that subject come to your mind?
Suicide came to my mind because this is something that might be around you all the time, but it's not always seen because it's always sunny day, because it's always sunny. Some of your friends might be having trouble with suicide and you don't even know.
That's true. But do you think it's possible to know?
Of course, you gotta talk to them.
But if they don't?
Well, if they don't talk to you, that's different. But you see signs. Someone who's constantly down. Lately, you've been speaking with this person, and they're always like full of energy. But lately, you see them like kind of down, or sometimes it could be the behaviors that they're doing. Like for example, not eating well, taking drugs or whatever. Don't feel good, but you don't see it, and they feel alone, and they get close into a bubble. And suicide is a subject that usually people don't speak about, but hey, let's speak about it today.
Yeah.
There are many things that you can do when you feel depressed, when you're not feeling good because of the weather shit, or whatever your body feels with the environment. It's part of life, thinking about the death. It's been part of life and cultures and whatever. So why not today?
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes we don't see. And sometimes the person can tell you, I need some help. And people, they don't, let's say, recognize the real issues. And they take it lightly.
True.
And that part is really more hard, it can break your heart more because the person was trying to get help, but people around him or her didn't see or didn't took seriously enough the cry for help. But sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it can be not even, like you said, they are in their bubble. You don't even think about asking for help to other people. It's just you're inside of your head. But of course, like you mentioned, it's a very dark subject, and a lot of people in their life they might go some phases that they think, it's inevitable, and life is meaningless, like we were talking about. It's absurd, and what's the point? Well, that's why, in my opinion, you always need to have a goal and to strengthen your mindset to be ready for difficult things, because difficult things will come to you one way or the other, in a very difficult manner or easy manner, in a surprise way, like everything might go well, everything, but boom.
Yeah, because there are people who are actually living their life they want, but they still feel depressed, they still feel not good in themselves, and have think about suicide.
Yeah, because they, like, of course it can be a lot of things that affect them and affect their, to come to that result, the end thought that, okay, this is what I'm thinking about, because it's not quickly, it's not like this, right? It takes time, it takes questioning, it takes experiences, and of course, like we are here talking about, but there are some situations that we cannot even imagine, that you don't want to end up in, and in that situation you might be damn,
What do you think can bring somebody to that point?
What can bring?
What could be the causes?
Well, the most known causes can be, of course, well, here, let's say, I don't know if you knew, guys, but most of the times it happens with men. And why it happens with men? Because when they get heartbroken, they take it more hardly, let's say, if we speak statistically, than women. So that's why the percentage of suicide is more prone to men than women,
Yeah.
And that's one of the causes of that thought,
Yeah.
But other ways can be also, some people, they cannot live with something that they did to somebody else. That can be also a thing, I don't know if you killed somebody by accident and nobody know about that, but you gotta live with that, and some people can't live with that, and which is understandable, or some family member did wrong to you, in so many ways it can be done. I don't know, it can be the most unharmful well to the harmful well, like abuse and all that, so people can't think about, it's a lot of situations. Yeah, it's a lot of situations, but one thing to always keep in mind is that whatever happens, it will pass, and you gotta, how you call, you gotta know your value, and stay strong, if you want to call that, even though it sounds cliche. But I mean, and some people can say, the person, she or he doesn't have any other goal in life to live on, why should they do it, you gotta be understandable and all that. But at the end of the day, man, yes, you didn't choose to be here, right? It was a gift and a curse you got. But I mean, while you're here, it's part of your life, it's an obstacle, it's hard. Some people been already there where you are, and some people been even more down deep, like worse than you.
Who actually did it.
Exactly.
Actually committed.
Well, exactly. But there are some of people who've been worse than you, and they succeeded to come back. Okay, they dropped down and they came back stronger, better, smarter. It's just a question of, yes, of course, in those situations that you need some extra help, but you gotta remember also that you are your friend.
Exactly.
If you are alone, well, you are not alone.
Yeah.
You are with yourself, if you know what I mean.
Yes. What can you do for me? Let's say, okay, I'm your friend, I'm feeling suicide. What can you do to help me out?
Okay. Shit, that's a crazy question. Well, if you have a friend like that, and first thing you should do is, of course, talk with them. The easiest thing, talk with them, understand the situation, understand the issue, and try to put it in perspective and make them understand that it's part of life. It's okay. It will pass, and try to find maybe a solution with them for them. Of course, like we mentioned, like there are some extreme, sad and bad situation that can happen to people, but again, it's a question of perspective. It's either you learn from it or you let it burn you, hurt you. It's really as how you accept it to yourself. And if you got a friend like that, yeah, it's very important to not just tell them though. If you care about the person, just take the time and make sure they are their family and other friends are aware of that they need to put more attention towards them, because it can also be a lack of attention that they didn't have, they miss.
Probably, yes.
Also, so if your family is there to support you and they understand and they don't judge you, that can be good. A place of directly telling, oh, you need to go take medicaments and all that.
Yeah, depending on the situation, right? Because
Depending the seriousness.
if let's say with my family I'm not so well, but I have this friend who I can go take a coffee. Hey, how are you? What you doing? Yeah, man. You know what? I feel like going for a coffee or a walk. You down? Yeah, why not? It's been a while. I'm taking care of you. In a way, that's a way to say I'm taking care of you without just saying it.
Exactly. It's also it's a way to tell somebody, yo, I need help, but without telling them I need help.
Yes.
And it happens to everybody. Maybe not because you have this type of thoughts,
No.
just because you need to speak with somebody. There is something uncomfortable that happened. That's an regular thing. But you gotta, as a friend, you gotta understand and go deeper if it's really your friend. Like,
Yeah.
is this like just a regular thing that okay, or is this really hurting this person's feelings and it's changing the way that person thinks, and it's deeper than just surface level. Because surface level problems, they're always there.
Yes.
We get them, we solve them, we go past them, we learn from them. We laugh about them,
Yeah.
It's fun and gay, like whatever, okay, this happened. But then there are some other issues that are deeper. It's not just here temporarily; it can be there permanently if that's the case and the situation is serious. So it's up to you as a friend to ask the right questions.
Yeah, but also not put the responsibility on this person, on this
No,
person.
of
As
course
you said, it's good to let the environment know. His close environment. You're not gonna start telling everybody.
No.
This guy has suicide. No, you're gonna tell to the straight circle,
Yeah, the closest ones.
the close circle, and that's one thing.
Yeah,
Between other, because imagine I'm your friend, you tell me you're suicide, and I feel with this weight, because not everybody can take the weight of knowing that their friend have this type of thoughts. It's also a big weight. So for yourself, if you learn that someone is like that, then talk about it with some of your friends. Don't say names, just say, look, somebody told me that somebody told me that has suicide problems. I don't want to say names, but I just wanted to share because it's hard for me to just
keep it
inside of me. I understand that me and that person who had the confidence to let me know. Okay, I understand that this thing is with me and the person around and his people. But also you're outside, I'm gonna let you know because it feels heavy. For example, that's one thing that we can do, because we cannot feel how do we say, with this weight. You're not obligated to ask the right questions, or maybe if the person passed to the action, you might be feeling, oh shit, I should have done better, because you're putting too much in your shoulders at that time.
Yeah, those type of situations are hard, and that's one of the hardest conversations that you will have in your life if it happens. If you speak with somebody that is your good friend or even family member, imagine and you gotta have those type of conversations, bro. Like an hour ago you were just chilling on your phone, liking pictures, eating, and now after an hour you need to speak with somebody who's close to you about them wanting to take their life, you know?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's one of the hardest conversation that you will have to have. Hopefully you won't have to have, but it can happen, you never know. But you gotta be prepared for that. And no, actually nobody's prepared for that. But in your mentality, in your head, you gotta prepare yourself to those type of conversations. One day or the other it can happen. And also while we're speaking about this, well, yeah, the weather is dark, the subject is dark, but let's go even deeper and more straight. We are here right now, right? We have family members, we have friends. Well, guess what? One day all of this will be gone. I don't know if you thought about it or not, but that's the reality. Your family, one day, your friends, one day they will be dead. They will be dead. Maybe it will be sooner, maybe it will later. So you gotta be ready to, if you survive, of course, to see that, to receive that situation that will most probably happen. Maybe hopefully in 50 years, but it will happen one day or the other. Are you ready mentally for that? And that's the biggest part, right? Mentally, are you ready for that? Are you ready to that event to impact your full life, to impact your how you will live, your mood? It will create another person in you. Will it make you, I don't know, go in depression? Because those type of things will eventually happen, and we are all living like we all have 100 lives. We are all living like today is good, so tomorrow will be good, and that, you know, it's happy land, and if nothing bad happened, then nothing bad happened, we are Gucci, we are good. But part of life is that if there is birth, there is death. There is good, there is bad. And that's the cycle of life. And if you mentally prepare from wherever you are that those type of things will happen, not maybe will happen, it's just a question of time, then you're better off already starting to get ready for those type of events and even the conversations. It can be uncomfortable, let's say even with friends have to talk about that, or with family, you know, talking about, I don't know, if the house will stay with this person, what we will do at the end, those are dark subjects, but one day or the other, you gotta be ready to take them. Same thing with suicide. You don't want to think about it, you don't want that to happen, but if it happens and person is talking to you, you gotta be kind of ready and be there for that person. If you are not ready mentally to support them, you don't want to take the weight and the guilt of, damn, I could have done something for him or for her to avoid them to do whatever they thought doing, you know. But yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's a dark subject, and what I was doing right now is doing a search on my phone.
Yeah.
And let's say I don't have nobody, okay? I don't have this close friend, I don't have anything. I could go search for suicide, help, Montreal, keywords that will refer me to a number, which is here. And it brings you to Suicide Action Montréal, which is an organization that they would listen to you if you're not feeling good.
Yeah, it's private.
You
also.
call, it's private. You call with the profession. You'll be talking with a professional who is used to listen to all kinds of sad stories, all kind of stories.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not put an emotional or something. No, he's ready to listen to you. So if you don't find help, you can always find help on internet. There are organizations that can help you out, or even if it's not you, even if you're the friend, I'm the friend now, I call to this place and they be giving me tools. They're gonna ask me for the situation, they will give me tools to help as best as I can, because in this case I will be the closest one since it's a phone service.
Damn, it's crazy. You made me think about, I remember I told you a story about the girl who was trying to. It's been a long time. I don't know if you remember. It's like 3-4 years ago.
Refresh.
Yeah, well, it was the best friend of one of the girls I was dating, and she had a family here. She had friends, but she wasn't close to her family, and she like me. I didn't know her much, and I respect that girl a lot. But she had gone through some things and problems with family, and she tried to do something, and luckily somebody stopped her from doing it. She was literally very close from dying, but she survived, and now she's good and she's enjoying life. She's grateful, but it shows you that it can be really close to home. Sometimes we think that it's somebody's story. It won't happen to me. It won't happen to us.
This is another thing.
It was best friend of my girl at that time. So that me, I was shocked. I was like, damn, because that girl, I mean, she was always joking around and having fun and all that. But you didn't know that maybe she was going through some things, and actually some of them try to cover that up by showing fake personalities maybe, or just showing that they are doing good.
Mm-hmm.
But as again, you gotta go deeper than just what you see on the surface, and sometimes you can just not know until it's too late. So yeah, just keep in mind that, make sure that your friends, if they are going through something, just make sure to know what's the level of seriousness, on how close they take it into them. And you can do that just by asking them. As easy it sounds.
Yeah.
But sometimes just asking just normal question like how you feel. Person can tell you at the first sight, I feel great. And then when you check at them and they don't, not really like tell me how you feel, like not fake bullshit. Just tell what's going on in your mind. And sometimes if that person is thinking about those stuff, it can be so heavy in their head that they can just start crying and they're telling you everything they think.
That's true.
So yes, very important, ask questions. You gotta be there for your friends. It's your friend, right?
Otherwise.
I mean, even if it's not your friend, I mean, still you
could
gotta
be a stranger. Yeah,
you
gotta
gotta
be a stranger.
You gotta give back to the humanity. You gotta give. You never know. You know what this universe can do for, like, give you back for. It's human relations. You don't need to be the best friend of somebody to help them.
No, exactly.
In any shape or form.
Yes. Sometimes you'll be surprised who help you out when you're not feeling well.
That's
there are
big
people
fact.
that, for example, it's been a long time you don't see him, and then apparently they show up, and then you realize that you can trust some people also that might not be in your circle, because I understand this too, that it's painful to tell to your circle, look, I'm having all this inside me. So you tell somebody who is not close to your circle, you could also feel safer, because they don't know your circle.
They won't impact how you.
Because
you think also exactly how your circle.
What are they gonna think of me if I say that I've tried to suicide, or what are they gonna think of me if they know that I'm feeling this way? I have no reason to feel this way. I have a roof in my house. I have my family. Yes, I have. I'm good. I have my stuff.
Yep.
But again,
exactly. And one thing that I can tell you that, like I always say, don't let the pain use you. Use the pain to get better. I mean, even like, let's say the example I gave you, right? The man who is more suicidal thoughts because breakup or whatever. You gotta put in your head an enemy. Okay, yes, an enemy is a big word, but you gotta put an enemy in your head that you want to prove wrong by any means necessary. Meaning that if in your head you have a goal, which in this example is to prove that person who broke up with you, let's say, that even can be like crazy or doesn't make sense or whatever, but you gotta have in your head that enemy, that competition, that you gotta prove that person that you're better and that you gotta work on yourself to be better. Not just let yourself get all these negative thoughts and pain and get down. No, to take the pain, focus on that thing. And same thing comes down, let's say if you have everything in the world and let's say it's not a breakup that happened. Well, why are you depressed? Well, because you don't have anything else to achieve, let's say. Or because, like I was mentioning with you, you see jealousy, you see the real face of your friend's family, and it's disappointing for you. Well, you gotta use it as a, you gotta use it as a motivation, as a push for you to be better. Why? Because, trust me, there are a lot of people in the world, even though if you are not famous, they just want you to fail. And they are just fucking happy to see you go down. Even if they don't know you. You just post a picture online or whatever. They don't know, they'll be like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this girl? Who the fuck she thinks she is, or he? It's bullshit, basic shit, but they want you, and that's energy. Okay? That's bad energy, they push it on you. Okay? And if you take it and you have a bad situation that happens, well, guess what? When bad situation happens, and if you are somebody who lets yourself go down easily by pain, well, your mind will go to all these things that are bad to bring you more down. How it works. Oh, you got a breakup? Well, why did you get a breakup? Okay, remember that person who told you, you don't have confidence. You look like this. So just this thing brings out all the bad other things. So the pain goes over. It takes control of your head. And guess what? Now he's the captain. Like we were speaking, the captain of the town. He took place, now he's bringing where? Bringing you down. So what you gotta do? Well, you gotta be, so this is my enemy. In this case, it's the captain.
Yeah.
And why is the enemy the captain? Because these other people make that thought that the way of doing the enemy. So you gotta stand up, That's part of life. You always see the movies. What's the goal of the movie? You have introduction, you have something bad that happens, you have the hero who is like broken, and what happened next? The hero comes back, he fights, and he wins. That's basically how life works. That's why we like movies, because we expect when we watch a movie that to happen. Because in life it's like that too, but not always. Sometimes the bad guy wins, sometimes it's a question of perception, sometimes the good guy doesn't win, it's, of course, we come down to perception,
yes.
But you gotta find those things to push you. If you don't have any those type of things in your head to push you, then what the fuck? Of course, you don't have anything else to do. You have nothing to prove to nobody, which is false. You gotta prove to yourself at first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's hard, but what else is new? Yeah, of course it's hard. Did you think it's hard just for you or just for her? Yeah, man, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are fucking 1,000 people who are doing worse than you.
Yep.
Do you think there are suicidal people in poor countries? Of course there are. But guess what?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure if we do research in countries, rich countries, the suicide is higher.
Yeah.
Check up the stats in England. Check up the stats in, Norway, in Canada, US.
Yeah.
Those are not poor countries.
Quebec, we're the highest.
Exactly.
In Canada, we're the highest rate suicide.
It's not a question like in poor countries. No, the people know that it's hard and they try to grind to get better. Here, okay, it's hard, and they are so used to have like good things. Everything is easy. You got this. Like life is normal. There is a certain things to do to be good. That if something bad happens, boom.
Yeah.
Your world is gone.
It's because in countries like here, as you said, we have more time to think about these things.
And we are softer.
Because in countries like in other countries where it's not like as good as here in question of wealth,
Yep.
the people are busy in the survival mode.
Exactly. They have
Which
a goal.
is, I have my everyday thing. If I don't go to work, I don't eat. I need to go work so I can eat. Here we can actually say, okay, let's say I have diarrhée au travail.
Okay, yeah.
I don't go because I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed.
Okay.
You can do it,
Yep.
of course.
Yeah.
But what if that takes out to a week and then you're going low?
Yep.
Why? Because you had this time, let's say.
You have the opportunity, you have
Yes,
the right
to think about. Yeah.
What was he telling? Like, okay, yeah, if you are here, then you have more options and you have more time, let's say, to.
Yeah, to think about this. Like, for example, let's say you don't have a job.
Mhm.
You take chômage and you live with the bare minimum, okay? For example, bare minimum. You lose your job and then you stay on that. You don't want to move forward because you don't feel good. Because many reasons could be, you know?
Yeah.
Because you don't find job because, I don't know, you have a record and you can't get a job for that. It could be any reason, okay? That you decide or you just don't want to. Then you stay at home. Then you do this. You roll your fingers. You roll fingers, you start thinking. And the head start working. And let's say I'm a man who is isolated. Okay? I live in this country, I'm alone. Oh,
Yeah.
great cocktail, huh? Let's say I like alcohol too. Oh, add more. I'm drinking now. I'm all alone. You know, I don't have
Yeah.
people who in my circle. And I just lost my job. So what I do? Look, okay, if I'm somebody whose head still working, I'm gonna find another job. I'm gonna do my stuff. But if I can't go up because I've been through lots of hard shit that you can imagine, or that I can imagine, that nobody can imagine, which brings someone to this type of behavior and situation.
Yeah, I mean everything is possible, and there are many different situations.
Yeah,
with different
it's just because of
reactions.
time. The thing I wanted to point out here is that in
you got
countries
time?
here we got more time to think about it. Like when you're
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
country where people have to eat every day, then you go, you do your shit. You don't think about the bad stuff that's been happening. You're like in automatic. I gotta do my shit if I want to eat tonight.
Because you're used to also for the bad stuff. Like in poor countries, bad stuff happen every day, and you know that's like part of it, and that's it. In countries where people live well and good, well, when something bad happens, it's harder because everything goes well, right? You
And
just
it's
work.
then fine.
Yeah,
It's
like
the
you said,
reality.
you can stop working and you will get social help, the PCU, and you will live and like, and you got more time to think about other stuff. Like if even if you go back, like the philosophers, they wasn't poor. The philosophers, they had time to think about smart things because they was rich. I don't know if you know, but most of the known philosophers there was rich, and they had all the time in their head to think about
art.
things and question things, and that was they were dangerous also, because the people like the richest ones will be like, and powerful ones be like, damn, okay, you got a lot of time in your hands, you're starting to change a little bit how our people and our citizens think. Be careful with that, and that was what was happening with what was his name, Aristotle? Oh no, sorry, Socrates. He basically he knew that he need to get a job to, because he was doing, he was just questioning people, giving questions, and he started to teach rich people kids, and he was starting to change the way they were thinking, and their parents at the end told them, you gotta go change whatever you saw, if not we're gonna kill you. He told them no, and he died. He decided to take the poison and he died. Just to show that, well, yes, you are right, when you have a lot of time, you have more time to let your thoughts go. But why does your thoughts can go like this? Do you have an idea why?
Yeah, because you're not doing fine. You're already in this situation. It's not to tell people, oh no, it's wrong that you're in this situation. It's just that once you got there, you got there.
Yeah.
And because it's I understand that, yes, it's good to have this mentality of let's get back, let's set goals, let's this, let's that.
Of course.
But there at some point your brain just shuts down. It just says peace.
Yes, but
Peace.
that's why you need to not let yourself go to that level.
I understand what
know
you're
what I mean?
saying. I understand
Which is
what
hard.
you're saying.
Of course it's hard,
But what I'm telling here is
Yes.
that once you got to that point,
okay.
You say, okay, you don't gotta let yourself do this thing, but sometimes people don't understand that you're not letting yourself doing this. It's just that the pain has already taken over. It's like a bacteria
Yeah, I
that you
understand.
don't see. You feel sick. It's not like when you cut your arm or something.
Yes.
You're already there, and the bacteria already spread and filled your body with these dark thoughts and stuff. Once you arrive there, it's not a question of, oh shit, you let yourself get there because you didn't set goals back, because you didn't this, didn't that. It's just, it drowns you.
Yeah, well, at that
That's
time,
why I felt so important to talk about it today.
Mhm.
Since we have, I don't know, the mood. A lot of people actually tend to say that the weather brings them down. So
Yeah.
it's part of,
And that brings them up if there is a good weather, you know?
yeah.
They both ways.
Yeah,
But it's just interesting also, you know? Why does weather have an impact on
it does.
our mood, you know?
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day, does it really have an impact on our mood?
It does. It does.
Maybe
Some
yes.
people need more sun.
Yeah, maybe yes, maybe not. Who knows? Because let's say people who live in England, right?
Yeah,
It's raining all day, every day.
they're
So
used
they
to.
are used to it. So, question of getting used to it.
Yeah,
If you adapt, you know
yeah,
what I mean? People in let's say LA, they are used to sun. They never see sun. They never see uh, you know, rain, nothing,
yeah.
or snow, nothing. Yeah, it's a good conversation we had, and yeah, you're right. The best thing to do is not to get yourself to that level that you said that, you know, it's already fully gone in
It's
your
there.
head, because in that case, well, it's either really your friends who need to intervene and try to pull you back, or it's you.
Or you can get help
Yeah,
in internet.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best always, but
it's better than
it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
It's way better than nothing.
yeah, and
At least you already spoke.
and keep in your mind like that, if you are here, that you are here for a reason, and there are a lot of things that you need to achieve, and there are a lot of things that will be good in your life, and whatever happened in the past doesn't mean that it will re-happen in the future. Like, everything is like it's in your hands. It can sound cliche, it can sound easy, simple, but bottom line is it's in
what
your
it
hands.
is.
Yeah, the past is the past. It's now. What you gotta do for the future.
Yeah. What can I do? Like an activity maybe I can do to reconnect with myself.
To reconnect with yourself.
Yeah, so maybe I won't get to this point next time. For example, if I'm already been through some dark thoughts, what can I do? You know, we can work out.
I would say find a goal. Find a goal to achieve, even if it's a minor thing. Okay, because that way you have something in your head to focus on and to go get it. That can be one thing. Another thing, like I mentioned, even if it sounds corny or whatever, put in yourself enemies or competition that you want to prove something. Like, it's really
But
a
in
boost.
concrete, like in a daily basis, a daily basis. Like, what can I do? I can eat better. I can drink water. I can, because when you're depressed, you might
Listen.
also lose appetite.
Yes,
You don't
that's
even
true.
want to
That's
cook.
true.
Don't even want to do shit. Because that happened also.
Listen to right people. Let's say listen to people who not just they are talking like, on the internet we have
Lots of people talking.
a lot of bullshit, also a lot of entertainment videos,
Mhm.
meaning that they are just talking to talk. They are just, I don't know, reviewing products and whatever. No, I mean, just listen to interesting conversations and learn something. Try to understand some other point of views. Search subjects that you are interested in. It's sometimes just deconcentrating yourself from other stuff. I don't know, the easiest thing, maybe, I don't know, watch a movie. You will see that, like I was mentioning, that the hero from the movie goes from hard things and he survives and he's doing well. And yes, it was hard, but he came up good. Like, even if it seems jokey or whatever, but
It's
we
not.
always need to see an example in front of you, in front of us, to give us that push, to give us that idea, you know. Like when you're a kid, you see a great athlete, I don't know, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and you're like, wow, this guy did this, and it's hard, and but he's considered the best, and everybody hates him. Damn. No, it's like your idol. You gotta find an idol and put yourself and think like, damn, this what would this guy do at my place at this situation? Again, this is pretty, you know, pushed as a thinking, but that's what you gotta do. If you have, I don't know, 4 people that are not even maybe alive, but those are your idols, sometimes when you're in a difficult situation, think what would they do, you know. I don't know, simple example, if you want to put, if you are a fan of Tupac,
Tupac Shakur.
think, okay, what would Tupac do in this situation? If you are a fan of him and you like his philosophy and how he thinks and how he was as a person, you know. I don't know, if you are a fan of, if you read about Abraham Lincoln, think about what he will do, and so on. Like, in putting those type of like thoughts in your head, you can be like, okay, in this case maybe he would react like this. Me, I like him. I want to be a little bit like him. You know what? Yeah, I think it's better to react like this. Yeah. Again, it might sound crazy, but we are here, okay? This is already crazy. So just to give you some, you know, what you can do. But the important thing is just to talk also with somebody and let it go. Don't
Yeah.
keep it in you, and that's very important, as we mentioned. You know. Yeah.
Great. Some other times you can get pills from the doctor. It's not the best
Yeah.
thing. I mean, it's like a big key. It's gonna help out for a while, but it's not gonna resolute what's inside you.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is long-term therapy,
Yeah.
which helps out. If you don't even have to like have money to have a therapy or follow up. You can also go to all types of organizations that are here in Montreal without even have to pay. I know no, it's not always the best, but hey, there is a lot of great people working out there in those organizations that are professionals, that have studied for it, and that are there to help you.
That's true.
That's another thing, but again, it's not like you just find, just because you go to this place, that you're gonna feel all right by telling all these things to the person you're in front. It's okay. You gotta go to different places where you feel safe, where you feel good, secure,
Comfortable, yeah.
comfortable to speak, or with another intervenant,
Mhm.
and you'll be fine.
Yeah. And I will tell you,
There's many things that we said, no?
yeah,
Yeah, that could help out.
exactly. And if it's medicine, just take it easy.
Mm.
That's another subject, but
Long-term side effects.
that also, but it's a business, and
It's other subjects.
Yeah.
But well, it's related, but you know that could be an option. Meanwhile, you're getting stable.
exactly. But let's move on a little bit to the direction of, we were talking business, and what's one of the causes also right now, as we are in a pandemic, that can influence people's mental health, right?
That we're
Is
locked
the
up.
medias.
Yeah.
The medias that you see. And what are we seeing recently? If you go on internet and, you know, if you follow pages of news, what do you see? What are the news they are putting, bro?
Lockdown, vaccine, might be getting better, might not. We're still locked down.
Exactly.
No.
Shootings,
Uncertain.
Asian hate, stop Asian hate, woman got killed, this. If you watch all of that, you are like, bro, what's going on? And this is just here in Montreal. Okay? Now imagine the world. That's why me personally, I don't really watch news. If there is something crazy important that I need to know, I will know. But because I know what I will get. From 20 news stories, you got 19.5 negative. So me, as a person who is going through my day, do I need to get all these negative things in my head? Do I need to be aware? Let's say yes, but do I need to know all of them? Not really. And what they are doing, the media.
Well, the media put you ideas of
That's the thing.
that might be everything that it's happening all around, but it's not true. You
Not
feel like
true.
because you watch so many stuffs repeating, saying that, oh, it's happening a lot, but you know it's been happening, and there's a lot of crimes or you know, like women that are being beaten up right now while we're here talking,
Yeah.
and we don't even know, and
Yeah.
they won't even tell you
No.
again, because it's same thing as suicide. It's more like taboo. It's like
Yeah, and they want to
and
make
it
money.
shouldn't be.
They want to just make money also by clickbait, you know, getting the news. It's a business. If I put out every day negative news, which can be true or partially true, but which hits you close to your heart and close to your home, of course people will click on it, watch it. It's a business. They just want your attention. And they are fighting for your attention, and they know, they are smart, that negative things will bring your attention. And they like it. And they don't give a damn if you dislike their post, or you know, you put the
It's publicity
sad emoji. They like it.
Yeah.
Did you see all the
You
photos
make a
they put?
reaction.
All the photos the professional took, and you know, this professional cameraman that goes take the full creative, beautiful pictures, clean, where you can see how the person is really sad. Why? Because they want your attention. They want you to stay on their page, scroll down, be mad, share with your friends, give your opinion, let them click on it too, watch it, get negative effect, go home, speak with your husband, speak with your wife, negative exchange. Oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah.
At the end, what did you want as a consumer? What did you want? Tell me, except let's say you learned that something bad happened in the city.
I mean, if it doesn't touch my house, then that's what's up. Like we all gonna have to think about us first.
Yeah, but
Whenever it happens to you, then you be really concerned. Or if you're somebody who actually cares about this subject more than another, you will be more tempted to listen to it. Why? Because that's your preference on what you like to see on TV,
Yeah.
what you like to see on your newsfeed,
True.
and they calculate how you like it. They're gonna
Yes,
send you the
sir.
articles that you look for. Like, for example,
That you
I've been
react.
doing research on suicide now.
Yeah.
I might get it on my newsfeed later on, something
Yeah, related
to it, because that's the way it works. And you know, there was even
Yeah.
a movie on Netflix about it.
social dilemma.
The
yeah.
guys who actually created that will explain you how this shit works.
Exactly, and that's why, like, I'm telling you, never forget that it's a business at the end of the day. Yes, you get your news, you understand what happens, and a lot of sad things that happen that you want to be informed. But
Yes.
at the end of the day, you consume negativity. It's nothing positive that you
Yeah,
get
it
in.
doesn't bring you good.
Yeah,
to your
exactly. And then you talk with your friends again. You speak negativity, and you tell, "Oh my God, that's crazy," and I can't believe this. Is it solving any issue?
It's not, but you better be more informed than less.
What if you are informed more than you need to be informed?
Well, that's another thing.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
because some people take the information and they get paranoid.
Yeah, well, but that's another thing. That depends on personality.
Specifically,
Because I remember I told this to a teacher who used to teach philosophy
mhm.
3, and then I told her, yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you don't want to see all this negative on the TV or in the news or whatever. And she told me, well, what do you prefer? You prefer to know or not know? What's your situation, for example, politically in a country or stuff like that? Why? Because it's still news.
But you know only what they want you to know. Know what I mean?
Of course.
There are good things that happen also that you won't know or
Yes.
know little. And there are bad things that happen, they won't tell you the full thing.
No, of
They'll
course
tell
not.
you
Just what you have to
the
see,
dosage.
and that's it.
Why?
Yes.
Because you will come back the next day to get the other part of the story also. It's like
Yeah.
the drug dealer, you know?
Yeah.
I'm making my customers. And the proof to that, I don't know, did you finish
Well,
the story with the teacher?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you want to be informed still. It could be from many sources,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
still get to know the vision.
Got a filter also.
Yeah, because okay, this scene might tell you something, this other channel might tell you another thing, or something very close. So the story gets distortion. You don't really know what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, it's that we're talking about two different things. I feel you're talking about the fact that it's a business, and me, I'm talking more about the that that what you see in the news should be reviewed in other sources and
Yeah, exactly.
recheck
You need
just
to, of course, you need to whatever we heard, because if you
Close
let
the
it
light.
influence your opinion, then hey, you might think that everything is going to hell in your community, which may be not the case. Maybe just in a small portion there was some hitting arguments and all that, you know. But a few minutes ago I was thinking about something. I think I forgot because we were talking about the teacher. If social media and the medias in general was there was a study for Donald Trump before and at the end of his term of presidency. What was the number of people who was subscribed to the medias, like U.S. medias, like Washington, New York Times, and all that? So if you check the numbers, it was only like, let's say, 1 million people. And the end of the term of Donald Trump, it was around 4 million people. Why? Because that guy was controversial and he was bringing all those people back, and all the medias, well, they were talking about him.
Yeah.
They were talking shit about him, they were hating on him, they will, criticize him, and everybody likes that.
Yeah.
And they were coming back.
Yeah.
But now that he's gone, they have nothing else to talk shit about. The subscribers got down, bro. They lost like I don't know how many millions of subscribers on their media, So it just proves that they look for that. They need controversy. They need negativity to bring people's money and attention in the end, because that's what pays. And that's a capitalistic country. Here also, they want to make money and your feelings. Do they care? Like you mentioned, they care after that you will take it too close to your heart and get in depression. It's okay, he got into depression. Give him some medicaments, he will get fine. And then he will come buy more, and then he will consume more news. It's a cycle.
Yeah, well, it has to roll, right? Everybody has a job, and if you stop working the way it should be, then we lost the job,
Yeah, you gotta make money on everybody.
Yeah, well, yes and no.
They gotta. Now, is it right or wrong?
That depends on you, but that's how it is.
That's how it is, yeah. Oh yeah, man. The rain stopped, I think.
Yeah. Lights got out, but show must go on.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Pretty,
yeah, we did a big conversation.
It's a serious
on suicide.
conversation. Yes, serious conversation.
Had to be named out. You never know who might click on our video and find out this video and might like it because they're going through something and they don't feel like telling anybody, and then they feel better.
True.
It's not egocentric stuff. It's just information. Today
Exactly.
we did information, and
because you never know.
it was information.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
it was conversation, interesting conversation.
Yeah.
To exchange. Because, like you mentioned, you never know who will watch it. Share it. Not because we want it, just share it because if somebody your friends can go through this, well, maybe they can feel better, maybe they can see another vision and possibilities of things, and always having opinions, sharing opinions. If you are a person who is in that situation, well, I think you will appreciate to, somebody talks about it and gives you some kind of way what can be done.
Yeah.
Because when you are in that situation, I don't think that you think about solutions.
No, exactly. Sometimes you need somebody to listen to, somebody that's listening to you, or maybe you watch something that changed your mind change your ideas.
Yeah, because we are very influenceable.
Yes.
So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this conversation. Like the video, share it with your friends.
Comment.
Yeah, let us know what you think about this subject. It's a very serious subject. But let
It
us
is.
know.
And if you can, turn on the light.
Yeah.
Don't turn it off.
Peace.
Turn it on.
Take care.
Peace.
See you next time.